How's it going, everyone? Get on my tablet so I can read the chat better. Find my own live. Okay. That's not a vertical like I'm looking for, or a horizontal. It went in vertical. Welcome in, everybody. I'm still trying to get a little set up here. I wasn't planning on going vertical like this, but absolutely able to do so. And hello, JP Loans and More, Betty, Mr. Chubby Hubby, Joseph, how are you doing? Mr. Lava Bison, Greg, how are you? Opal Guy, how's everybody doing this wonderful Wednesday? Mike, how are you? Rufotris, what's up? How's it going? Appreciate everybody being here. And today the plan is I've got 2 wrenches and repairs and prospecting, little Paydirt bags. These were won on duck races from his channel. And then I've also got the Mega Dogs Dutchman Paydirt. That was another win on a YouTube channel. And then Mr. JP Lawns and More sent me a little mini bag of Paydirt. So I'm going to attempt to get through that too. What's up, Dad's Rocks? How are you? Welcome in. So let's rotate this camera down. Lower it a little bit. Yeah, that should work all right. Hello, Mary. How are you? Hello, Rock Hounding Huntress. How are you this evening? Welcome in, guys. Appreciate you being here. Hello, Megs Mac. David Dandaran, if I didn't say hi to you. Hello, hello. All right, we're going to go ahead and get this started with the wrenches, repairs, and prospecting. Here's a little look at the Paydirt that's inside the bag. For those of you part of the gold community, John R. Prospecting has said that he might not go live tonight, but I talked to him in an email and he said he was going and he has one scheduled. So don't forget to go check out John R. Prospecting. Right off the bat, let's see if I can show that without it disappearing on us. Right there is up a little higher. Right there, the little piece of gold right on top. We'll get a better look at it here real quick. Thank you, Huntress. And for anybody that may not have seen yet, on my channel tomorrow, 4 p.m. Oregon time, I will be doing about a 55-minute premiere before Wrenches Repair and Prospecting's live come on. 4 p.m. Oregon time. I will be there with you guys in chat. And Huntress, I did use jet dry. Gotta have the jet dry. I don't want the gold to float, especially that super small flower gold. Hello, Wisconsin rock stalker Jerry. How are you doing this evening? Welcome in and thank you for being here. Thank you everyone for being here. It's much appreciated. It's a very nice and relaxing activity after a long day of work today. We had about 25 doors show up today, and of course, in a commercial building, the doors are never light. And we had to take, I think it was 10 of them up the second flight of stairs to level 2. So it was a work hard kind of day today. Betty, I used in this pan right here, I used, say, about 6 drops. And give it a little stir before I start to make sure it's mixed up. The pay dirts for tomorrow are from Gold Nugget Sales. If anybody is looking to purchase that hasn't purchased before, it's a reputable company just on the other side of the river in Washington. His name is Mike, and that is goldnuggetsales.com or goldnuggetsforsale.com. Tomorrow I'd be sitting by a roadside waterfall just outside of Sweet Home, Oregon is where I did the video. And yeah, I just was panning some dirt. I did some slow motion. I did some hyperlapse. Got some really good gold out of the 2 bags. Of course, they're guaranteed gold, so you always know when you're purchasing a 1-gram bag that you're going to get your 1 gram from the guaranteed purchasers. Right off the bat, got a nice little picker. Might be a challenge to get that guy to go up the snuffer bottle. Got a nice little sound in the pan too. We'll hold that up here and drop it in. Yeah. A small little tank. And then there's the rest of the gold on the very first pan. Get the snuffer bottle ready. I ended up with a second Garrett Gold Guzzler. One from John R. Prospecting, and this one came from Hobo Rob. First time we were on the creek together, he ended up giving me an extra snuffer bottle. because you can never have enough of these. I'm going to be able to use them both tonight. Oh, yeah, that guy doesn't want to go up into the straw. Good problem to have. So, pull the lid off there and drop them in. More snuffies, Joseph says. Well, let me look in that again, just in case. I always go back through the material in this pan a second and third time if needed. You always miss a little bit of gold. Hello, Georgianne. How are you? And Deep North, how are you doing this evening? Going back through chat a little bit, see if I missed anybody. Hello, Patricia's Creations. Miss Patty Cake, how are you this evening? Doug, how are you doing this evening? Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Mr. Hobo Rob Prospecting, there he is. I was just telling them about your snuffer bottle gift. Much appreciated, and I will be using 2 of them this evening. Everybody go check out Hobo Rob Prospecting. He's got an awesome gold prospecting channel. He's got like 30 years experience, and he has been, the last 2 weeks, he's been there at the creek with me, kind of giving me lessons on how to look for gold, what's the good areas. A little bit of a sluice box training because he runs a sluice box and got it dialed in, knows exactly what he's doing. It's been a lot of fun. Him and his dog, Miss Mia Dog. Hello, Gene. How are you doing? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Alan XC. Welcome in. How are you doing? Mary, I'm adding you as a standard moderator. Gene does things, I know you, so I'm adding you as a standard moderator. Good to hear, Gene. I'm glad you're okay. Huntress, you use saddlebags if you have to. It's been a lot of fun going out there and finding gold on the creek. Very soothing, very relaxing, even though I work my butt off. I do plan to buy a sluice here in the very near future. As long as the weather looks good and the mountain pass looks good, I'm going to go back to the creek with Hobo Rob this weekend. Got to do a weather check and a mountain pass check, make sure there ain't no frozen roads. Miss Brenda Bloom, how are you? Welcome in and thank you for joining us. It's about 2 hours and 15 minutes from me, Betty, over in Sweet Home, but I kind of drive a little fast, so I can usually do it in about an hour and 45 minutes, providing that there are no slower drivers holding me up on the pass. But that's just to get to Sweet Home. Then it takes another good 15-20 minutes to drive up past I believe is Green Peter Reservoir, Foster Lake, then Green Peter. Brewers, what's up, Jeff? Welcome in and thank you for joining us. For those that haven't heard yet, I'm doing 2 of the wrenches repair and prospecting bags. I'm also going to go through the Mega Dog Dutchmans. And then I want a second sticker pack, and instead of that, JP decided to send me a little Paydirt bag because I already had the sticker pack once. I might not have enough jet dry. There's something gold floating, so I'm going to do a few more drops. Well, that was quite a few more drops, but can never have enough. There it goes, and there's the next little bit of gold in the pan. Nice little smile. Yeah, Gene does things. Definitely, that's a good amount. One of these bags from Wrench took quite a bit of time to send, and I guess the longer he takes, the little bit more gold he adds to it. So, which that's definitely all right by this guy. You could, Huntress, making sure that you're on the inside bend of the river. It's recommended to watch a few YouTube channels though, so that you know the inside bends and to look behind certain big boulders and to when you're digging up in the sands to look for the black sands because gold will be with the heaviest stuff in the river. Black sands being the heavies, the gold being the heavies, there'd be possible lead. Just regular old sand from any point in the creek might not be the best way to go with it. I have done two videos of being up in the Quartzville Creek area if you wanted to go check those out. Congratulations, Mary, on losing 67 pounds. That's awesome. Thank you, Betty, for going and watching. That's Very much appreciated. Hello, Gail, Miss Archaeology and Gold. How are you doing? I'm going to make you a standard moderator too. Ooh, Gold's on the move. Yeah, Betty and Rock Hounding Huntress, go check out Jeff Brewer. Brewer's Prospecting. He was just at the UARI, and I don't want to say which state that was. I don't remember right offhand. But him and PA Patriot and Wrenches Repairs and Prospecting and Scott Sharp and Cuevas Prospecting, those guys all did an awesome meetup. They're all going to have great content. I've already seen several shorts from several of each one of them guys. And definitely looks like a good time. And there we go, the next little smile in the pan with another picker. Not a bad picker. Yeah, Joseph, there was a little clatter in the pan with that picker. Alright, there's the end of bag one. No rain Sunday, says Hobo Rob. Does that mean it's going to rain on Saturday, Hobo Rob? Like I said, I haven't checked out the weather yet. That would suck to have some rain. Oh, yes, rain on Saturday. We'll have to look at the percentages. I might come play in the creek in the rain. I ain't scared of no rain, as long as it ain't too bad. Yeah, Jeff, you guys definitely got some good gold. That was fun to see. Look forward to more videos or more shorts. Yeah, definitely, Huntress. No lightning. Definitely, Jeff. Sometimes you gotta make a choice. Do I want to make a video or do I just want the gold? Oh, 100% chance of rain and sweep, Mahome. Mary's trying to claim Jeff's gold. 3 tornado warnings today. Good Lord, Georgianne, be safe. Be careful. John Ard put out a couple shorts of that golf ball size hail that he had either yesterday or the day before. That's some pretty big hail. Quarter to a half gram with 10 buckets classified. Very nice. Hobo Rob did pretty good last Saturday. Just a guess, I would say that he got a quarter gram. I ended up last Saturday with 0.020, but I was quarter inch classifying and a pan only, this pan. And I did a lot of pans for that. All right, the last little bit of gold for pan or bag number 1. Not a bad little showing. All right, got it all. Jeff, I thought it was pretty slick that pretty much everybody there was using the RPE sluice. Nice and light. At least it looks like it's nice and light. A little look at the material in the next bag. Oh, buddy. You can see several different chunks right off the bat before panning it. We got a piece there, a piece there, 2 pieces there, a piece there, a piece there, a piece there, a piece there. Wow. Very nice. A little bit of mica. Cool. A little bit of a gold dance. Woo, woo, you. Mike, if you're still here, I'm adding you as a standard moderator. What's the price point on an RPE? I'll have to look that up. I want to have a look at the one that they got at the Foster Lake Mall. Take a closer look, see what the price is, see if it has that side carrying handle. If he's got a decent enough price on it, I'd buy it. If the Royal Sluice on the internet is $190 and he's got it relatively close to that, I think it would be worth it. I'm making plans to go to Yuba. I'm going to take some vacation time, and I want to meet up with everybody down there. I think it would be a great time, Brewer. Yeah, the RPE sounds like a good idea for down at the Yuba when we go on that nice hike back into the secret spot, I would call it. Another good picker. And another picker. Ooh, don't drop it. Some nice coarse gold too. That means it hasn't spent much time in the river being worn down. Joseph named his sluice the loser. It totally lives up to my expectations. Carson prospecting, what's up? Actually, Carson E. Larson 222. I'm gonna add you as a standard moderator. Welcome in and thank you. Hearts of Gold, welcome in. You are a standard moderator. Daniel Rocks, how's it going? I haven't heard from you in a while. You're a standard moderator. Welcome in, guys. I appreciate you being here. All right, let's dump this water. Have a little look at the couple pickers. A little smile in the pan. Good to hear, Daniel. Good to hear. Very nice. Oh, yeah, got it. There's another nice coarse picker. Very cool. Absolutely, Hobo Rob. And thank you, Hearts, for reminding everybody to hit the thumbs up. And it looks like they are 29 likes, 23 watching. Very much appreciated, everyone. Sluice box just looks fun to run too. Thank you, Gail. I'm sure you know wrenches, repairs, and prospecting. These were a couple of bags that were won on his duck races. And you know how he takes a little time to ship. He says the Gold Ferry visits, the longer it takes. And so far, I'm quite happy. It's kind of easy panning with light black sands. The other pebbles and rocks, smaller rocks, are washing off rather well. Of course, over the last 2 months maybe, I've oh wow, holy crap! This is gonna be a nice little pan here, guys. Get a few of these rocks out of here. That's looking amazing. And Carson says the Gold Ferry includes interest. Look at that. Always a good sign when the gold is showing up at the corner of the pan. Right there. This is when it's time to start being a little more careful. Even though I'm only losing it in the blue pan, I don't like to lose it. Yeah, last Saturday, Hobo Rob's indicator mat was lighting up quite well. It was a lot of fun, Gail, for sure. It's such a beautiful place, too. I think of the last 10 years that I've been spending in that location, that whole area, not once ever panning for gold. Kind of kick myself in the butt because, I've stood at a lot of those spots and wondered, is there gold here? Where would I look for gold around here? Yeah, pretty much can pull up to any spot and you're not going to get rich, but you are going to be finding gold. Used to spend whole weekends in that area just driving around and walking the creek and checking out different sites. And Not once did I ever put a pan in. So I'm kind of making up for lost time now. Ooh, steak. And there we go. That's a decent little showing of gold there. Hello, Birdman Bill. How's it going? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Heck yeah, very nice, Patricia, for sure. Ooh, those couple little pickers are kind of difficult to pick up. Let's go at that again. Try for one at a time. Here's another nice problem to have. Gold picker stuck in the straw. There that one goes. There that one goes. All right. Got him. Yeah, I guess I can officially say I have gold fever. And getting out on the creek and finding some wild gold has kind of increased that. Tomorrow's premiere was shooting that was a lot of fun. Very peaceful and relaxing, sitting by the roadside waterfall, panning out the gold paydirt from gold nugget sales. It was a lot of fun, and hopefully if you guys show up tomorrow at 4 p.m. Oregon time and join me for the premiere, you will enjoy it as much as I did. Hello, Stephen Stark. Welcome in. How are you? Yeah, pay dirt bags are nice, but the entire experience of panning gold on a creek or a river is just a whole different animal, especially when you got people with you. Everybody out there doing the same thing. The only thing that this location that I've been going to with Hobo Rob to is there's not much for cool rocks. Carson says, one more bucket, one more bucket. That's how I was Saturday. One more pan. Just, one more pan. Yep, I got one more pan in me. All right, one more pan. All of a sudden, an hour later. Nice little piece of mica. Not to be confused with gold. Absolutely, Daniel. Easy to tell the difference between mica and gold. Same with iron pyrite, aka fool's gold, unless it's like a powdery fool's gold. That looks like a little chunk of quartz. I'm going to save that to the side and look at it with the loupe. Mica, you know what mica is. It's that stuff that's right there. Wrong piece. Or maybe not. Oh, yeah. Mica is that material. It's got that silvery, reflective kind of sheen to it. Get it to focus. And it was a small piece, but still nice piece of mica. Sometimes it gets in the way. Oh, he was being a pain. Much appreciated, Gail. Much appreciated. Feel free to be a pain anytime you need to. Right, Joseph. The lava bison, mica's super light for the most part until you get into the bigger chunks of it. And it really looks nothing like gold. All right. I am not selling any of my gold, Rock Betty. I am currently hoarding it. And I would never melt down any gold that wasn't flour gold. Any of these bigger chunks right here are valuable in a different kind of way. If I was to do any selling of my gold, it would be in Paydirt form. I would make up my own Paydirts and try to sell them back to the community. And I would literally have to have a whole lot of super fine flour gold to want to melt it down, if ever. Once you get into the bigger chunks of gold, they're actually more rare than people think. The number is repeated that chunkier gold is only 2% of the gold content in the world. Everything else is flour gold and really fine gold. And most places you go to try to sell gold, they're going to want to usually hit it with an XRF gun to prove the carat of the gold, 24, 22, 19, 18 carat, whatever it may be. and then only give you the price based on what the carat is per gram. And then they're going to want to take a certain percentage off the top. And yes, 99% of gold isn't pure. There are a few locations where it is more pure than others. All right, time for a snuffer dump. Those 2 bags are done. Yep. Empty. All right, and there we have it, guys. That is a decent amount of gold from Wrenches Repairs and Prospecting. I believe both those bag wins on the duck races were minimum half grammers. And as usual, I will get it fully cleaned up after the live and make a short showing the weight. Yes, that's a decent heavy pan right there, that's for sure. Right on, guys. Get this snuffered back up and move on to the next bag. Alrighty. Mr. Aw Diver, how are you doing this evening? Welcome in. Thanks for joining us. Rocky Mountain Prospector Brad Hayden, how are you doing? Welcome in and thank you for joining us. Alright, we'll do the JP bag first. Later, Hobo Rob, if you're still here. Have a good night. And I think I saw the bogus video with him using taters. Smelt down your gold and pour it into a hollowed out cavity of a raw potato. It's an old school thing, that's for sure. They used to do it a lot, I guess. Wow. I don't know if you guys will be able to see that, but that is a piece of quartz. Looks like there's a little tiny piece of gold on it. You have to take a closer look at that one too. Yeah, you guys saw that? Very cool. Wasn't sure if I was getting it in the light just right. That's some really thin mica there. Another piece of quartz. I don't see any visible gold on that one. Have to remember that when I'm going back through this a second time later. Yeah, King's Gold, Joseph. I used to watch Vogus a lot. Then I started finding other people in the community. Quite a few pieces of quartz in this. That's pretty cool. Yeah, Gail roasts that quartz up and make it a little bit easier to smash. Damn it, Borges. The old moldy. Mr. Dan Hurd had me hooked at the very beginning too. Good 10 years ago. There's another piece that looked like it had some visible gold in it. Yeah, blame it on that JP. Got some iron pyrite. Decent little chunk. Very cool. Brad H, this is one of the little tiny JP bags. I won a sticker pack on his channel, and the very next week I won a sticker pack again. And I got this as a surprise with a few other small items. And he said, in the note, he said, I thought you would like to have this instead of another set of stickers. So very cool. And then the first two bags we did, if you didn't hear, those were my duck race wins on wrenches, repairs, and prospecting. And then after we get done with this guy, we're going to do my Mega Dog Dutchman Paydirt win. This one's got some really fine material in it, and I bet there's going to be a bit of black sands in it. Yeah, old Two Toes Mining. What Hobo Rob says. He's a veteran of the gold game. Ooh, careful. That was a big wash. We'll pick out some of these pebbles, get the larger stuff out of the pan. Another little piece of iron pyrite. Very cool. And another little chunk. Might be some extra gold in there, JP says. I see a really decent picker in here, JP. Much appreciated. For the whole bag, for sure. I appreciate it. That's very cool. It took me a while to pan it out, like quite a few of my Paydirts. But this last month and a half, I've really gotten into wanting to get my Paydirts done. Well, at first I thought that was gold, but upon a closer look, that looks more like iron pyrite too. I'll have to put a magnet on that just to make sure. Hi, Katie, if you're there too with JP. It's raw from Thermal City. Very cool. Very nice. I didn't know that when I started this. All right, let's peel this back. There we go. All right, and there we have it. Much appreciated, JP. There's a nice little bit of gold, a couple little pieces of wire I can see. Heck yeah. Very good bag, Bill, for the small size of it. Very cool. All right. Very awesome sauce, Mr. Chubby Hubby, for sure. All right, Dr. Gold, Mr. Joseph, have a good night. Probably see you on the next live stream here soon. All right, on to the Dutchman. One more look, even though it's reversed. This one come from Mr. Mega Dog, Mr. David Shoe, as his YouTube handle is reading these days. I don't remember if this one was a quarter gram or a half gram. I don't remember what the weight was supposed to be. This one I had to have won 6-7 months ago, maybe even more. There's a lot of quartz in there. Yeah, that bag was won on GP and Mama Birds, I believe. Very cool, Mr. Chubby Hubby. Let me make you a managing mod real quick. Okay, and now if you don't mind sharing that link again, that would be much appreciated. Let's see if this time it goes blue and is linkable. I don't know if I tap on this one, what will it do? No, it just lets me go to your channel, Mr. Chubby Hubby. Triple A, how's it going? Welcome in. Appreciate you stopping by. Hope you are having a wonderful evening. Those 2 baseball bats you made were pretty sweet, Triple A. Oh, too late, Kid Curry. I'm already wet. I'm adding you as a standard moderator there, kid. Good to see you, my friend. Welcome in. Oh, it did it again. It didn't let it go blue. Anybody else see that link in blue and able to tap on it and go right to the video? All right, thank you, Hobo Rob. It's not showing up blue on my tablet here, but very cool that it's linkable. Awesome. Thank you, Rob. And there we go. There's the results of the first pan. 3 pieces of gold. And when I do the weigh up later and make a short out of it, the material from JP's bag and Megadog's bag will be in the same snuffer. So I won't truly know what came in either one. It just gives me an extra reason to buy a third snuffer bottle. Gotcha, Hobo Rob, for sure. Because I'm trying to watch my own channel on my own device. You're like, this guy don't need the link. He already knows where to go. Cool colored material though. Look at that. That's just beautiful as far as gold panning material goes. All kinds of light, like pastel colors is what I see. And there we have it. Pan number 2. 2 more pieces. Yes, Gail, this is Megadog's Dutchman Paydirt. And I just washed a bunch of sand back into that. Go ahead and rinse that again. There we go, that's better. Yeah, screw it. We're gonna go full send on the rest of it. Mr. Bent Fork Prospecting. Sky, how are you doing? Josh, how are you? Not too bad. Alrighty, you have a good evening. One of my coworkers working late. One of the office people. Yes, as I was saying, Bent Fork Prospecting. Scott, how are you this evening? Welcome in. Yes, Josh has the fever. And Scott, thank you for the nice little package. I'm going to be making a little short of the things you sent me. Very appreciated, and I thank you for thinking of me out of the blue like that. Very cool. Ooh, I wonder what I've been missing because I forgot to put it on all messages. Sorry if I haven't seen anybody or responded to anybody. Like I said, I just realized that I was on top messages, not all messages. I just saw someone say hi to Fred. Just one more rock. Are you in here? I think I saw you right at the beginning and completely forgot to say hi to you. If you are still in here, hello. If not, hello anyway. Yeah, Scott, you are right. I do have the fever between Paydirts and little tiny gold nugget purchases and my first two experiences on the creek with Hobo Rob. I definitely am enjoying this hobby 100%. Very relaxing and peaceful for 99%. Yeah, the creek will get you. Creeks and the rivers used to have me for that for fishing. I'm gonna miss fishing for a while. Early morning rain and cleared up by 8 a.m. Good to hear, Hobo Rob. I'll take a much closer look myself, check the pass, make sure the roads are clear, and I'll let you know by tomorrow after I get off work. I'm going to automatically assume that that is a 100% yes. Ready? Well, from what I've seen of this Mega Dog bag, it was more than likely just a quarter gram, which is absolutely all right by me. Totally fun and good for someone who wants to do a quick painting session. Not much for black sands and plenty of quartz. Plenty of cool colors to look at. And there we go, the last few specks of the last pan. Rockin' Wheelers, Joseph and Rosie, how is it going? Hey, you dubbed me Mr. Gold. Very cool. I have switched it up from rocks to gold. Hope you're doing well, Joseph and Rosie. Having a great night, hopefully. And Joseph, if you have time tomorrow, 4 p.m. Oregon time, I got a premiere going of me panning out more gold paydirts sitting next to a roadside waterfall here in Oregon. Beautiful view, sound of the rushing water. I think I did an okay job filming it and would love to have you join me. It's the same neighborhood. Definitely. Looks like I got it all out of there. Here's the snuffer dump, guys. And there we have the results. From the small Richmond bag and the small JP Lawns and More bag. Pretty good looking gold. We'll show that one more time as a smile. All right, guys. That is all the pay dirt I have for you tonight. Not my standard 3-hour live, that's for sure. But I appreciate everybody joining me. I will get these guys weighed up, cleaned out a little better, get all the black sands out of them, and do a couple shorts on the two different styles. Thank you for being here. Very much appreciated. 17 still here, 41 likes. Very amazing, everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I hope to see everybody on the premiere tomorrow, 4 p.m. Oregon time. Don't put it back. Good to keep. Thank you, Gail. Much appreciated. Daniel, have a good night. Patricia's Creation, Miss Patty Cake, have a good night. Everyone else, have a wonderful night. And if anybody wants to go check out John R. Prospecting, he should be live right now too. That's John R. Prospecting. He's a good prospector. He's got plenty of pay dirts. He goes to Thermal City just like JP does. He goes a few other places, does some of the meetups. And yeah, that's who I'm going to watch after this. He should be live still. He usually does a good 2.5 hours. So everybody go check out John R. Prospecting if you would like to, and let him know TomcatJosh sent you if you do decide to show up. All right, guys. Peace out and have a wonderful evening.